welcome back to another Los Angeles Kings franchise rebuild. We are now on episode 10, coming off our first playoff run of the series. It didn't go the way we wanted to, but we saw a bunch of big performances in these postseasons. If you didn't check out last episode, let's quickly recap here. So we went through in round one, we beat the Stars in 5 games. Round 2, we sweep a tough Anaheim Ducks team 4-0, but then we play the Minnesota Wild and we just could not score as they shut us down the whole series, losing 4-1 in the series. The games were close, but we just couldn't score, couldn't stop them. But Minnesota eventually went on to lose the Stanley Cup to the Carolina Hurricanes, who looked like they smooth sailed through the whole postseason, only losing 6 games, so going 16-6. I mean, pretty impressive there. The Toronto Marlies win the AHL championship. But there was a lot of bright spots in the postseason. There was a lot of bright spots. And honestly, the biggest one, I say it every time, is Taive Meeshkov. He is a problem. He was a beast for us. 22 points in 14 games. He's now up to an 89 overall. So he jumps from an 82 to an 89 in just 1 year. Crazy part is he had 60 goals, but still a -1. So don't like to see that, but he has just taken a huge increase in his stats. I mean, his shooting's still pretty, it's not as good as I want it to be. But I mean, 95 shot accuracy or power, 91 accuracy, 92 power on the slap shot. Not very physical, but that's all right. The speed kills 96, agility, deking. I mean, he is an absolute beast. So jumps up from an 82 to an 89 in just 1 year. So a great year from him. He also won the Calder Trophy. So definitely one of the bright spots there. Next up, we got Alex Turcotte, who I believe was playing second line, but I think I want to put him on a line with Meeshkov. I think just it'll be a perfect 1-2 punch, or Savoie. I don't know who I want to put there yet. Savoie, 85 overall, doesn't shoot a lot. Really good passing though, 61 helpers in the regular season. So I mean, he definitely can dish out that rock better than most players in the league. Let's just take a look at his passing stats here. Passing a 90. So obviously a lot of our players are going to grow here, but the big question was, what are we going to do with our draft picks? If we look at the draft, let's do draft board. If we look at our draft board here, projected picks, so we have the 4th overall pick, the 13th overall pick, and the 17th overall pick, all in the first round. So I propose that we should trade up for that first round pick. So let's see if it'll be worth it. I'll try. I'll give a lot for it because, why not? But the thing is, we do have a lot of good forwards. Defensively, we're all right too. Goaltending would be great. Our overall for goaltending is an E. So, I mean, we don't really have that one absolute stud. But everywhere else, we're rocking A+. So, if we could trade up here, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Why not have a little bit of fun in the franchise mode? But let's start the NHL entry draft. The Philadelphia Flyers have the first round pick. I believe they won the lottery. So let's see. If I just gave you two first, how close does that get me? Just off curiosity. Okay. I would even give a third first. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, maybe I could have done that a little bit cheaper, but I have traded 3 first round picks for the first overall. So, I mean, I wasn't expecting that to go through, but I think now we have to take Jake Mcbain. I mean, I wouldn't mind Oli Matian. Probably a good player. But here you got to take Jake Mcbain. First overall pick. We're picking up a playmaker. Franchise potential. 81 overall. Jamie Mcbain. And you know what? Can we get this defenseman too? Can we get it done? That's all I got to say. Can we get it done? So since we're picking up Mcbain, who's going to be a playmaker, I think that kind of, we got to get rid of either Turcotte or Savoie. And I'm thinking Savoie would be a better value to keep around. Am I crazy? Turcotte I mean, Turcotte had a pretty good year too. 65 points, was really good in the postseason for us. 17 points. But I don't really want to give up Turcotte. Tarasenko would be one that you can potentially move here. Anze Kopitar, I don't think he's even on contract anymore. Anze Kopitar, yeah, he's just that 1 year. But just off curiosity, what if I gave them Vladimir Tarasenko? Vladimir Tarasenko and Anze Kopitar, that's not even going to get close to the deal done. So I think it's just something that we got to hold out on. Let me see. Our first next year is not going to be much value, I can tell you that. First, if we give up our first next year, okay, let's start, playing with some pieces here. What can we do? Forwards. So yeah, we'd have to give up one guy that we don't really want to give up. Gabe Vilardi, I mean, he's on a pretty big contract. Clayton Keller. So Clayton Keller is actually someone that I would love to give up if possible. Because he's on a big contract. Okay, so let's see what we can do. Trying to get rid of Clayton Keller. We'll take someone like this. LeBanc, I mean, they want to get rid of him. And then I think we'll have to swing it just a little bit more. And who can we give them to just make this, push it, that final piece. Let's go. I don't want to give up Tarasenko. I like the sniper there. Do we have a prospect? Anders Dolan. No trade value there, though. Anze Kopitar. Let's give up... Give up gold. I just want to see where it's at. 48 seconds. So, trade rejected. Okay, so not very interested at the moment. Kaleyev's definitely staying on the squad. Really like him on the team. Kapari. You know what? Kapari wouldn't be a bad one to move on from too, but we'll keep him for now. It's getting tough. Tarasenko. I don't want to give up Tarasenko, but what if I can get... Okay. Do they have a sniper on their team? We got 19 seconds to make this deal go through. You know what? Let's try. Trade value. Wagner. Okay, give me Wagner. I just want to see what would happen for this. So trade rejected. We're not going to get him. That's completely fine. But Clayton Keller is definitely someone that I do want to move on from. And Ronaldo goes at number 2. So the defenseman is still on the board. What about the Vancouver Canucks? Do they want to make a deal with the double? What do you guys think? You guys do want Clayton Keller, which is a big thing to get. Okay, so we can move Clayton Keller. And then this defenseman, honestly, will probably never crack the team. And his trade value isn't crazy bad. So let's try moving him as well. Or Chuck wouldn't be bad. But he's Superstar X Factor. I'm going to keep him on the squad. Okay, Faber. Let's check out our other defenseman here. Okay, so we got Clark, Klingberg. Klingberg we're going to keep around for one more year at least. Probably going to be around for the rest of his career. Mikey Anderson's on a decent deal. Bjork Font. Yeah, I like that. Goalies. Dostal. I mean, we're keeping Dostal around. We don't got much that we can give up here. I'm definitely not going to be trading Meeshkov, Turcotte. This King guy, I mean, the value's not even worth trying to make him move. Okay, so let's try our first and our second next year. Trade rejected. I mean, it's pretty... I think it's a good deal, though. 1, 2, 3. This is probably a bad move here. Trade rejected. Okay. Is there anyone else I can give with a little bit more trade value? Just a smidge. Just a smidge here. Vilardi. I do want to keep Vilardi around. Mikey Anderson's I want to keep around. Grant I want to keep around. Kapari. What if I go Kapari? Because he's a playmaker. I mean, not going to do much on the squad. And Lizotte. Okay, Kapari. More than 45 skaters. Now, if I take back... Wow, Quinn used up the franchise potential. Crazy. If I take back some salary, someone like Tyler Myers, what do you guys think? Trade or reject it? I do want to get rid of Clayton Keller, but I don't think it'll be for a first-round pick. Just kind of look around and see what the league has to offer. Can I replace Clayton Keller, arguably with a defenseman if possible? But Ovi's still out there. I don't want to sort by salary anymore. I want to go by overall. Nick Backstrom, Kyle Connor, David Perron. Who else? We got Trevor Zegras. I mean, Trevor Zegras' trade value is not that high, to be honest. Trevor Zegras. Probably a playmaker. Yeah, definitely a playmaker. I mean, we could probably get Trevor Zegras, but what's the point of making that trade? I don't know. It's not, doesn't really jump out on me. We missed that pick, and it was the defenseman, medium elite overall. I just want to find a trade. I think getting rid of Clayton Keller is a good move. We don't need to get rid of him this year, though. That's the good thing. We don't need to get rid of him this year, but he's got high trade value, and I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to trade Clayton Keller. I'm not going to trade him, but I might trade him later. I'm just not going to trade him right now, okay? Okay, so Burke. I mean, we're just kind of taking a gamble here. Is this a goaltender? Nothing. We don't know anything here. We don't know anything about any of these guys. A grinder? I mean, a grinder wouldn't be a terrible move. Let's try the grinder. Artem Nikitin. You're terrible. You're a power forward, but I mean, you're not going to get great value. It's hard to draft here. Much easier to draft in the old Madden systems. I don't know if anyone ever played. Let's just look for a pure goal scorer here. A D. Okay, 15, 17. See what we can find. Someone who just lights it up. I want to see. A+ league here, a playmaker. Not seen. Oh, there we go. Someone with 26 goals in the D. Superstar X Factor potentially. Let's test on Declan Waddick. AHL top 9 or top 6, sorry. Last pick in the draft here, 7th round, 20th pick. Oh, look at that. We got a star here. This Shore guy. Do we take the chance on Shore? I doubt it. Or we can go goalie. You know what? Let's go with the goalie. Peyton Wallace. Probably going to suck. Medium backup, but that's all right. Oh, we actually had one more pick. I skipped it. Sorry about that. Zidlicki was our last pick at 221. But let's get to the re-sign stage and see what kind of damage we're going to have to do here. I probably should have looked at this before potentially making my decision on Clayton Keller. But it looks like we have $22 million in cap space. Who do we need to sign? So Brant Clark will be need to sign. We will need to sign next year. So we're going to want to get that out of the way. Tarasenko signed. So who needs a contract? Nickton, you can wait. 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 Mcbain is definitely going to get a contract. He's going to be playing first line for us. Anze Kopitar. So I would like to bring back Kopitar, but it's kind of an expensive deal. I'll wait on Kopitar. Because worst case, third, fourth line. I mean, a great value, especially for 1 year. Austin Wagner, I'm not going to bring back. Not going to bring back Lars Eller. Kempe, probably not going to bring him back either. We'll see how the cap's looking. Arvidsson, I would like to bring back for the fourth line. And I mean, that's just a deal that you can't say no to. So I will offer him that. Sean Walker, I don't believe he played for us. 2 mil. We got 22 mil. Okay, let's hold off. I just want a Lubushikin. I want to bring him back. I'm going to bring back Lubushikin. See what we can do with that deal. Jake Spence. I'll bring him back. Jake Spence, he's got good potential. Let's sign him. Dursey. Got okay potential. I'll bring him back as well. Elias Andersons. I just don't think he's going to crack the lineup, but we can bring him back on two-way deals. All the two-way deals I'll bring back for the most part. I'm not too worried about it. Fagimo, we'll bring back. Anderson Dolan, got a lot of good prospects. Okay, so let's advance a day. Let's see who we get. So Arvidsson's back, Anderson's back, all these bums. Okay, so who now do we need to sign? That's the real question. So Lars Eller, we're gonna let him go. Release. So see you later, Lars Eller. Kempe, Kopitar, Wagner, we will also release. Sean Walker. Okay, so we just need to sign these three. Let's check out the goalie. That's I always forget about this. Velena. What are we thinking? Yeah, two-way deal. No problem. Okay. And then, yeah, okay, that works with me. So all skaters. So the only players we need to sign now, we got $21 million to make this happen, is Kempe, Kopitar, and Sean Walker. So I think the most important one is Kopitar. I mean, I'd like to bring him back at 6.5 mil, 6.6 mil. We'll try that. And Sean Walker, I mean, I don't mind trying to bring back either. 2.25. And then let's try Kempe. We'll give him an offer too. He wants 1 year. We'll give him 3 mil. That's okay. He doesn't want to come back, so I don't think he will. But Kopitar's back. Kempe is back as well. And Sean Walker, not interested. Okay. So let's try one more time on Sean Walker. I don't even know if we'll need him, but I'd like the offer to try. So I'll try with that. There it is. So we got everyone we need back. Let's advance to the Nhl Free Agency and see what big fish are available. I don't think we're going to make a splash, but you never know. I can never be too predictive here. So, free agency, Dylan Larkin. Before we go crazy, let's look at unrestricted free agents. So yeah, Dylan Larkin, $13 million. Definitely a little bit out of our price range, if you ask me. But let's sort this by overall. So Johnny Gaudreau's in here. We do have money. We could make a splash, and I think defensively would be a smart move. And honestly, someone like Pesce, 87 overall, defensive defenseman. His contract is very reasonable. I think I want to pursue someone like Brett Pesce. Let's see. We're obviously going to have to crack that up just a little bit. Let's go 6 years. And you know what? 6 years at 6.45 mil. So we're overpaying by about 500K for 6 years, but I think it'll end up being a good signing. Obviously, you can never be 100% sure, but I'm happy with that one. Blake Wheeler, not going to sign him. Josh Bailey, again, just not going to sign him. This Pirovic guy, superstar X Factor. I mean, he looks great. Wow. Okay. What does he want? So he wants a lot of money. If we do, I don't think we can get him. I mean, that's a pretty good steal, if I'm being honest. Just looking at this, Marcus Foligno. Just looking for cheap players to see what they're going for now. I like the two-way forwards playing in the bottom pairing. So who do we got? Andrew Kopp. Kopp would be a good fourth liner. Third liner. Look at that defense. He can play penalty kill for us too. I do like Kopp. Okay, let's try making a deal with Andrew Kopp. Let's go 2 years at $3 million. Maybe he accepts that. Obviously, I'm lowballing him just a little bit, but yeah, you know, you gotta try. You gotta try. Backman's on a very cheap deal. Roselvik. Anyone else? Phil the Thrill Kessel, baby. Not gonna bring him in though. Tyson Berry wants 8 mil. Crazy. Chris Tanev, another two-way defender. Don't want that though. Ryan Dzingel, two-way forward. How is Dzingle's? Yeah, his defensive stats suck though, so not too sold on that. Nick Paul, Ottawa Senators legend. Tyler Johnson. I mean, remember that one crazy year he had? Where is it? There it is. 72 points in 77 games. We all thought he was going to be the man, and then he just hasn't really turned out to be much since then. But, you know, not terrible. Not terrible. A good career for him. He's going to be a career NHLer. Derek Brassard. Andre Kasha. I mean, a pretty cheap deal. We probably should have signed him over Andre Kempe, Patty Maroon. All right, that's as far as I'll go. Honestly, kind of liked Wenberg down there, but I'm not too worried about that. Let's take a look. Let's see if we do get Pesce. That's the big question. Can we get Pesce? Come on, advanced day. Andre. Why do I keep calling him Andre? I don't know. Andrew Kopp is going to be on the squad. And the big one is this one. There it is. Brett Pesce on the Ottawa Senators. Just kidding. On the Los Angeles Kings. I'm pumped about that. I'm simulating to next season. I'll see you guys at the beginning and we'll check out all the overalls. All right. Into the new year. The lines are set. I'm pumped for this year. The team looks absolutely disgusting. First line, we're going to rock Max Savoie. To start it off, I mean, he's got 91 passing. All I want him to do is pass to Meeshkov, and we'll see what happens. But speaking of Meeshkov, he's also on the first line, 90 overall now. So really growing. Quinton Byfield, 90 overall, playing the middle of the ice as well. I could go Savoie in the middle. Let's see, 81 faceoffs, 87. We'll keep Quinton Byfield in the middle. Now, the second line, this is where the rookie first overall pick, Jake Mcbain, will play. 6'2". I had him playing on the first line originally, but we're going to start with Savoie, and we will move Mcbain up if need be. Turcotte will be centering the middle there, and then Arthur Kaliev, our second sniper, will be playing on that second line. Our third sniper, Vladimir Tarasenko, on the right side as well. 87 overall, playing with Andre Kopitar and Clayton Keller. Fourth line, Andrew. Why do I keep messing up his name? Andrew Kopp, Gabe Vilardi, and Victor Arvidsson. So Arvidsson, the lowest overall on our team so far at 82 overall. All the +5 morale boosts too. Insane. Defensively, we're rocking John Klingberg and Brant Clark. Then Brent Pesce and Simone Nemec are going to get a +5 there, as both of them are going to light it up, hopefully. Bjorkfont and then Mikey Anderson. And unfortunately, Lyubushkin does not make the team, but we have made a huge acquisition. Acquiring Brent Pesce really shut down that. And then on the power play, we have, just for now, might change as the year goes on. We're going to keep Jake Mcbain on the first unit with Quinton Byfield and Meeshkov. Who is missing? There's someone missing. Oh, I got it. The player missing is gotta be, I mean, we're not benching Kaliev. Definitely not. Kaliev is actually going to play the top line, and then we'll have the sniper over there. Savoie can play on the left side, no problem. But we got to make sure Kaliev's definitely playing on that power play with Meeshkov, Quinn Byfield, Mcbain, and Brant Clark. And then for our penalty kill, we will be rocking Turcotte, Vilardi, Brant Clark, Pesce, and then Kopi, Kopp, Andrew Kopp, John Klingberg, and Simone Nemec. So that's a pretty good pairings we got there. I honestly might change up Klingberg just because he's an offensive guy. I'd almost rather have Bjorkfont, or actually Mikey Anderson would be a better bet there. Mikey Anderson we will put there, and we'll have Mikey Anderson play there. Okay, yeah, that makes sense to me. All right, so that's going to be the roster. And that's, of course, we still have Lucas Dosto, probably the weakest part of our team. But, man, our team looks sick, and as per usual, we can't end the episode without one slow sim here. We got the San Jose Sharks in game numero uno, game 1 of the regular season. The star-studded LA Kings, the best they've probably ever looked ever since Wayne Gretzky. But let's see what we can do. First period, we're down 3-1. We get a goal from Meeshkov as he continues his dominance, but they get a shorty. And then Jonathan Dahlin and Brodjulu, or however you say my brother's name. Second period, okay. So we score 7 goals in the second period, as we are now up 8-3. Okay, that's how good our offense is. So Kaliev, Alex Turcotte, Mcbain gets his first career goal. Brant Clark, Meeshkov gets his second. Mcbain with his second, and Turcotte with his second of the game. Wow. 7 goals in the second period. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that. But can we get to 10, or can we score? Or are we just going to be a second period team? I mean, we're averaging 8 goals per game so far. Third period, uneventful, but wow, the second period. What? Wow. That's all you can say. Wow, 7 goals. Turcotte 5 points. Mcbain puts up 4 points in his first career game. So that second line looks good. Kaliev, Mcbain, and Turcotte all have big nights. Let's check the 3 stars. Or not, sorry, the 3 stars. The box score here. I want to see how everyone else did. So, Turcotte 5 points. Meeshkov 2 goals. Brant Clark 2 points. Vilardi an assist. Arvidsson, Kopitar, Bjorkfont. Just looking who didn't do anything. Quinn Byfield. Come on, man. 8 goals. We need 1 point out of you at least. Not even a +1. We have 8 goals. You weren't even a +1. It's crazy. Crazy world out there. Power play goals. We only scored 2 power play goals. Short-handed goals. We get any of those? Nah, none of those. Face-offs taken. So Turcotte, not very good on the face-offs. What's his overall? What is Turcotte's face-off overall? Can't click on it from here. Okay, let's go check out Turcotte's face-off overall before we finish up here. I mean, he may have only won 8 face-offs, but he had 5 points, so can't really complain about that. He is playing center, and he's got an 83 face-off rating. So it looks like in the future, maybe something like that. Kaliev, obviously not a center. But yeah, okay, he'll have to grow into a little bit better face-offs. That's all he can do. But that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I mean, I'm expecting a huge regular season, 60 wins next episode. But I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day. Peace out.